Hey, it's Mark. Welcome back. It's Friday. It's Friday. This week, I want to talk about the power of positive thinking, right? Its impact on us and some of the science that I saw and read about over the last couple of weeks. Real high-end scientific studies speaking about positive thinking and its power. I'd like to talk about that, particularly as somebody as a 50-year-old, right? If you're not looking at positivity and how to live a better life, you're in for very, very unhappy decline in your life. So let's get into that and we'll start picking apart this study. So today I want to talk about positive thinking, stuff we talk about all the time. And I read some articles and saw some scientific research supporting positive thinking. Some of it seems like common sense, but I'm going to go over a few of the things today anyway, because I think you'll get a kick out of it. Sometimes it's easier to, when we hear things that are scientifically backed, we sort of are attracted to it, even though sometimes it's just common sense and some of it's just the experience of feeling better. Anyway, there was a BBC study on the power of positive thinking. The effect of what the power of positive thinking has is good to know, and if we're waking up in a good mood or grouchy or what can we do to put us in a better mood, which is some of the things, the tools and stuff that we talk about. The BBC report summarized that positive thinking can sometimes actually get a bad reputation because it's steeped in denial of in reality, and can somehow negatively impact our bad reputation because it doesn't allow us to process tough emotions or feelings, that we suppress things. So our positive thinking is not about ignoring reality, but it's about choosing to reframe or focus on potential solutions, being open to new ways of thinking, finding something hopeful, anything positive, right? So it can be a useful strategy for mentally and emotionally dealing with uncertainty and challenges of life. There's a growing number of these studies that show that positive thinking can actually benefit our physical health and well-being too, right? So there were some deniers at first, but now they're shifting over to the positivity of positive thinking. Shocker, right? But the physiological aspect, the fact that they're doing the science, and I think it makes you feel a little bit better that you're going to get that added benefit too, not just in our head or our heart, but also our body. So two things, and I'll paraphrase. Our brains benefit from thinking positively. Researchers from Northwestern University have discovered that individuals who have a positive attitude are less likely to experience memory decline as they get older. In a national study, the test monitored adults at certain time periods over a decade, each time surveying their mood in a 30-day period and their memory recall. It concluded that having a positive mental outlook is associated with less steep memory decline. So the brain is getting some cognitive boost there. Great news, right? But it's not just our brains that are getting the additional benefit. Our hearts and cardiovascular system, studied at the University of Illinois, discovered that adults who are more optimistic are most likely to have better cardiovascular health, improved cholesterol, and lower blood sugar levels. Incredible. There was another study that showed positive attitude could reduce the risk of heart disease by 30%. Wow. Deep breath there, right? So physiological benefits from positive thinking. So a lot of this has to do with the science of stress response. And to keep it simple, negative or anxious-ridden, fearful, stressful emotions and thoughts release stress hormones. This has been going on for this humankind. And cortisol is released when we feel negative. And these chemicals raise the blood pressure and your heart rate, and they cause damage and long-term health issues. So the conclusion that science is beginning to actually to add weight and validity to the impact of positive thinking to our physiological systems only add to this whole concept that we're trying to get at here to live a better life and a longer life. And it's directly related to longevity and increasing our lifespan. And that's exactly what we're here for. That's the stuff that we're trying to talk about here at LifeMark, right? So we want to live the best life possible. If the day behind you is crap, get up, reset with a number of the tools that we've been talking about. The stuff that I have to do all the time. I've had a lifetime of this myself. It could be simple breath work, 4-7-8 breathing, meditation, prayer, visualizing the best day, talking to yourself, whatever it's going to take to really start that day, and every day is a fresh day, right? So if we approach this like it's a new routine, like a diet, right? Like some fad diet or some fad thing, ice bucket challenge, or anything else that we're doing nowadays, right? The consequences will be positive impacts to our physical health, our body, right? The bottom line to this is the quality of life. How do you want to live your life until the end of your days on the planet, right? And this all sounds sometimes like woo-woo and a bunch of, just made up stuff to sell books or keep people on the air for motivation. But here's the thing. What do you have to lose? You have to lose this. Stress factually hurts your body physically. That's it. If that's not enough, then do you need more? Here's more. Do you feel good feeling stressed? No. So we want to try to arrest it any way possible. Do I suffer from it? Absolutely. Right? So many life things go on that can be bad, and I'm not taking those away, and they exist. This week in a row, I had a financial issue, lost my wallet, lost an expensive pair of glasses, and had some other crappy news all in the same day. And I was like, and I had to reset and just stop and be like, what the hell? I will tell you that the negative outlook and the stress will impact us physiologically, and we want to increase not only how long we live, even though we are living longer, the quality of it. It's not going to happen overnight, and sometimes it's hard to do. But the key, again, is to develop the habits to feel better, so we can raise the serotonin levels so that here's our geek speak, sympathetic nervous system settles down, our parasympathetic nervous system is made stronger, which happens when we're at a peaceful, restful state. Yes, life is full of unwanted surprises all the time. And there's a lot of metrics that are in life that are practical, like making money, paying bills, taking care of your children, your family. But I will tell you that sometimes a reset point for me is just going back to some childhood moments that I had, or some things that really worked out well for me. And maybe it was a simpler time, and maybe that's the place that we have to get back to. This playful stage, even if it's 30 minutes for the day. Recently, somebody had told me, hey, listen, I have things to do. I don't have time for fun. It's not enough for my life. And I argue defiantly that actually it should be the other way around. We should actually be having more fun. It shouldn't be 30 minutes a day. It should be most of the day. And I understand life isn't easy to converge. Hey, my job is fun, and we're trying to get to that sweet spot of it. But if you can't find it there, you got to find it somewhere else. Companionship, connection, being outside by yourself, being with your pets, it doesn't really matter. The habits have to be built in every single day. I'm not preaching to you. I'm talking to myself. And I'm pretty good at building routines, but it's been hard to build routines that somewhat should be easy and kind of common sense, which is really what this all is all about. It's the day in and day out approach towards living a better life. And you know something, go out, laugh with your friends, laugh. We don't laugh enough. I worked in around comedy for years professionally. And it was some of the moments were really unhappy, which was just weirdly ironic. But the takeaway now is to really look at things and really just find the joy in every little moment. And if you have a loved one, hold hands, do whatever it takes. Just be quiet, enjoy it, and go from there. Next time we talk, I would like to talk about some life expectancy states. They had a new report about that as well, the top United States of where the longevity is happening. But it wasn't just about the states, it was about how they ranked it. And I think that would be good to pick up maybe next time, or we'll dive a little deeper in it. But to give you a tip of it, the healthiest lifestyles in America were Minnesota and Vermont, Washington State, New Hampshire, Hawaii was there, Utah, Colorado, Massachusetts, California, Oregon. The criteria was interesting because some of it was about adults who exercised more, the population that lived within a half a mile of a park or school. I mean, how great is that, right? And if you can't get to it, find it. Sleep patterns, adult at healthy weight. So again, however you're living your lifestyle, single person households, adults with anxiety, states that had the most recreation to it, diets as well. So we've talked about the blue zones before, and those are the 5 areas that were the longest living populations. But again, I found it really interesting, and I'd like to pick it up next time about the way we're living to live a healthy, happy lifestyle, to be happy and have some damn fun. I digress. You are here to have a good time. Meditate, slow down, visualize, play, pray, any and all, throw everything at it and have fun with it and do all the right stuff, eat well, exercise. And lastly, and most importantly, as I keep hitting on this, at the midpoint of my life, over 50, we really need to focus on this. At the age of 50 plus, if you're not looking at these elements, you're in for a steep decline, and that's my opinion. So we're backing it up with medical advice, but that's it. I will tell you to have as much social connection as you can. That's what I'm telling you has been lacking. I think there's going to be a huge impact on that in the next coming years. All right, so that's it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, support us as we support you. There's an upcoming newsletter coming out. Click for notifications, follow us on all the channels, especially YouTube. That's it. Go live your best life. Find something positive. Now get out of here and go have some fun. See you soon.